Andrew, what's kind of how would you assess the past couple weeks for you, and what do you think is going to be the key to kind of getting back to where you were before the All-Star break?
Just finding my rhythm again. It's been there. Games I've been aggressive. Just sometimes shots, aren't falling. That's part of the game. What happens. I just gotta keep my head, keep pushing forward. And stay confident.
How challenging is it for you, like mentally, when you're getting like good looks, but the shots just aren't going in?
It's tough. Not seeing your shot go in. Even if it feels good or you're getting open shots, but it's part of it. I'm doing my part. I'm in the gym. Working hard, and I know eventually they'll fall. They'll fall at the right time.
Generally speaking, your first bit of time in Golden State went exceedingly well. You probably encountered a little bit more adversity in your time with Minnesota. During the past few weeks, have you kind of leaned on what you went through in Minnesota? Some of the getting through some of that adversity.
Nah. This like, I'm older now. I know. It's the NBA. There's gonna be ups and downs. That's part of the journey. That's part of the grind, and there's a bigger picture. We got, a team full of, great guys, great players, and we have a chance to do something special. And I know I just got to keep putting in the work, and my time will come. My shot will fall at the right time. And I truly believe that.
At this point in your career, do you pay any mind at all to the noise, like to the what's being said on social media and the analysts, like people who were loving you before the All-Star break might not be saying the greatest things right now? Do you pay attention to that?
Nah, they're going to love you, then they're going to hate you, then they're going to love you again, and then probably hate you again. That's just how it goes. You just got to, wake up, every morning and just happy to be alive. It's like there's bigger things to worry about.
Hey, Andrew, from your vantage point, how have you seen Draymond kind of navigate the different stages of his season of, having a really strong start and then dealing with a lengthy absence and now trying to get back in the swing of things?
Yeah. He was out for a long time. He was out for a long time, and, Draymond's one of the important pieces on this team. So when he's not out there, we miss him, obviously, but when he's out there, his presence is felt. And every game, as he gets his rhythm back, it's going to keep getting better and better for everybody.
I know recently there's been times that he's been, critical of the team's play, but also very critical of himself. What do you think that has done for the group overall?
You said what it's done for the group?
Yeah, of him having his criticism toward himself and the rest of the group.
He keeps it honest. That's one thing about Draymond. He's going to keep it honest. And what he says is for everybody to get better, and grow. You can't, say something about someone else if you can't say it about yourself too. And he's a leader. He believes that. So from there we grow.
After coming off of a disappointing road trip, still no stuff. What is the team's mentality heading into tonight's game?
We believe we're still that team. Even with, that little funk that, we were in, we're still third in the West. And we believe we're still the best team, especially when everyone's healthy, and that's what we're going towards. Tonight's going to be a big game. Phoenix has the best record in the league. They're a good team. But we believe we can beat anybody.
How helpful has it been having someone like Jama, a fellow Toronto guy, to lean on, maybe when things aren't going great on a daily basis, going through workouts and those things?
Jama's been great. He's been great. He's a great motivator, great friend, great coach, and he helps, ease everybody. He makes it easier on everybody.
Let's go to one on Zoom. Mark Haynes, go ahead.
Hey, what's up, Drew? Obviously, the game is, you guys, the flow of the offense is different without Steph out there. Do you think Steph being out has kind of affected like your rhythm of how you've been playing with the team all season?
Steph not being out there is definitely a game changer. It kind of changes the way that we play a bit. But I wouldn't say that's the reason. I feel like I'm still getting a lot of not the same shots, but similar shots. Obviously no one can replace Steph, the attention that he causes on the court. But I feel like I've still gotten great looks, and put the ball up, it just hasn't been going my way. But that's how the game goes. Yeah.
I actually just had one more. I didn't see Karis hand there. Karis, go ahead with a quick one.
Yeah. And Andre was talking about how there are a collection of guys on the roster who have no playoff experience or limited playoff experience. And I know you're not there yet, and that's kind of the question. You got a sample with Minnesota about the intensity of the playoffs. What do you remember about using these games leading up to the playoffs to kind of get that focus, prepare for the playoffs, and how difficult the playoffs are? I know there's a lot of questions in there.
Yeah. Wanting to be in a good groove and have the momentum, going into the playoffs, I think is huge. Just ending the season on a good note. And, from my experience, I had one series, against Houston, and, the playoffs is different. The game kind of slows down a bit. It's more physical. And they let you play. Every possession matters. Every little thing matters. Very, very detailed.
So the guys who have been there before, your Andres, your Looney's, your Steph, your Clay, your Draymond, have they started to talk about what the experience is like in the locker room?
You hear stuff on the court or when we're watching film. They might point out something little, something small that might have a big effect or change the way a playoff series is, the outcome of a playoff series.
Thanks.
Cool. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Could I ask one last question? You've talked in the past about how supportive of an environment Golden State is. Has that even come through even more the past few weeks, and how have you seen that kind of manifest itself?
It's usually always love. Especially within the organization, it's always love. People just push you and, want you to get better and want to see you win and succeed.